Good afternoon, everybody. Just thought I'd say hi. I've not done a run, just come out for a walk today. I feel a bit knackered actually. I woke up at 4 a.m. if you saw my post earlier. So I woke up at 4 a.m. thinking of DevOps code pipelines and AWS cloud. And the reason is, I think it's because when my wife was doing my son's bedtime story, I just caught up on the finishing off the DevOps concepts training that I was doing on A Cloud Guru. So it's free DevOps training there, just a bit of basics about DevOps, which, you know, I sort of knew the basics of, but it was quite interesting to see it. And it obviously triggered something in my brain, because 4 a.m, that was it. I was awake and spent about 50 minutes trying to get back to sleep. Couldn't get back to sleep. So I got up and made a cup of tea. Then I thought, right, I'll log on, do a few emails. So I did a few things, and then I watched an episode of Shameless, had a bit of toast. It was nice. But as with any of these things, you then get the crash afterwards. So realised I was absolutely knackered about mid-morning. I think I had a 15-minute nap. Then this afternoon, in between homeschooling the kids, you know, making sure they're all logged on okay, I then had my lunch and then went and had another sort of 15-minute nap. So that was good. But I reckon about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight, I'm just going to feel worse for wear and just need to go to bed early tonight. So listen to your body. That's my advice. So I wanted to share with you a couple of things. One thing was, you know, people asking me, oh, are you looking for work now? You know, how are you finding the market? Well, I'm finding the market generally okay, in the sense of I see a steady trickle of jobs coming through the various job boards and emails that I've got set up, just for general roles, not for me specifically, because my stuff is quite niche. I don't usually get much of a sniff, and then all of a sudden there'll be 10 emails and, you know, the phone will go red hot when the same sort of 4 or 5 agencies maybe that have got the job will then just jump on the phone and start calling me. That's when I know there's a juicy role for me out there. So, but generally for everybody's skill sets, I've seen, you know, a fair few roles out there, not tons, but a steady trickle is what I would call it. But I've not bothered about looking just yet, because I don't usually, you know, start looking until I'm sort of ready to start looking. So for me, I've got too many things in the pipeline at the moment. I've got my AWS course that I want to finish. I've done 2 CV makeovers recently. So if you go for the CV booster, that's the full CV review, and then you want me to fully rewrite your CV, then I'll take all the feedback, or as much of it as you want, and I'll completely rewrite your CV. But you have to have done the CV booster first. So if you're interested in that, obviously let me know. So I've done 2 of those recently, which take up a lot of time and effort. And hopefully, fingers crossed, the guys are pleased with the results. I got some feedback today and the other day, I think, from the guys initially saying yes, they think they're happy with the results. So that's really good. So I'm pleased about that. I don't have anything in the pipeline at the moment. I don't have any CV boosters or CV makeovers to do, so I've got a bit of a quiet time. I think I've got one CV Express to do. Normally I try and turn those around within 24 hours, depending on what I'm doing. And apart from that, I'm just enjoying things at the moment, getting things done, doing a bit of learning, looking after my health, filling my cup, as I say, and making sure the kids are all right, doing their homeschooling, enjoying a bit of Mandalorian with my son, and just actually trying to be a bit more peaceful about things. Not that I'm not those things, but I was listening to an audiobook as I was going around the park today, and it was saying that lots of people in certain situations, so for example, finishing a contract or losing your job or anything like that with a slight negative to it, you know, you go through these ups and downs, don't you, like in life, and you go through this sort of fear mentality, fear stage. Oh my God, I won't get another job. You know, I've done it. Especially being out of work for 18 months, you go through that a number of times before you catch yourself. You know, again, the more you recognise and the more you do this work, the more you catch yourself, you recognise and you get yourself out of it faster. But you do go through this sort of fear stage. It's very common. Then you might go through a bit of despair. You might get angry as well. All these different emotions. And that's, well, a good way that I just heard on the audiobook is that's the natural progression of emotions. You know, it's just there's a natural flow of emotions to these sort of events. And when you get to the end point, which in the example I think was despair, is that that's the end of the process and you go again. So it's all about recognising that cycle of emotions and just getting through it and going again. So have a think about what you guys are going to do differently, especially if you're looking for work. Someone said to me the other day about they think their CV's okay. They sent me their CV and it wasn't okay. It was not okay. I mean, it makes me laugh. You know, I never name names at all, but I'm seeing so many CVs that are plop. Okay? I mean, most of them are not. Most of them are okay. But some of them, you know, just, I wish I could show you some of them. Some of them are just not very good at all. And I'm crying out for those people to ask for my help. So please, 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 if you've not done it before, get the free CV advice. You know, if you've not done it, just, you've got nothing to lose. You know, you'll get 2 follow-on emails, I think, inviting you to buy the CV Express. Automated emails. Okay? If you don't want to buy the CV Express, don't give a shit. All right? It's not about me. All right? I'm doing this to help people move forward. All right? And it makes me feel good doing the free CV advice. I feel like I'm doing something worthwhile to help people, even if you then don't, you know, take on any more services from me. That's totally cool. But CV Express, 3 more CV tips. That's really to get you thinking about things differently. And at least you can pick those 3 areas that I highlight and fix those. And that might be all you need to just get that little bit of a push to sorting out the rest of your CV. Or maybe there's just those 3 things you need to sort on your CV and you'll get by just on those 3 fixes. That's great. That's happened to some people. And so you're talking, you know, what is it, 19 quid or something for that. So again, I love seeing the results. I've seen so many fantastic testimonials coming through about the CV Express. People saying just those 3 things have helped them just think about their CV differently. And they've got results, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And something I saw again, I saw 2 CVs, I think it was this morning. I lose track of what day I'm on because I've got up at 4 a.m. 2 CVs using exactly the same sort of format and colours and everything else. And again, they'd used the same sort of template online. And it wasn't a very good one at that. So just be aware of using some of these external companies. You know, I think what I provide is unique in the sense that 25 years contracting experience all over the world, you know, Europe, Australia, Asia. I'm not a professional CV writer, but I'll bring a level of expertise and technical ability that I don't believe these other people are doing. They're not bringing that to the table. And I think that is good. I stand behind my products and services. CV Booster I think is fantastic. Getting a whole CV review, I try and aim for about 60 to 80 bullet points of things to look at or consider on your CV. And again, if you want me to rewrite it after that, we can do that. Right, the light is fading now. I am going to go to the shops, maybe grab a coffee, and then head back and do a little bit of work or AWS learning. Hope you have a fantastic week. Keep your chin up. Speak soon. All the best. See ya.